My cousin Alva Spear got himself all worked up into a state when he heard all the talk about that new medical marijuana law that the people of Maine voted for in the last election. And he was particularly excited about the medical marijuana panel that the governor was supposed to appoint. Yeah, well, now Alva has never been all that interested in politics. So everyone was a little shocked at his interest in public service all of a sudden. But we all encouraged him to pursue his dream. So he called the governor's office and expressed his interest. And he felt sure his appointment was right around the corner after a very pleasant phone conversation with a nice young fella who works directly with the governor. But 3 weeks went by with no word. So he drove to Augusta and sat outside the governor's office hoping for a personal meeting so he could make his case directly to the governor himself. Well, I happened to see Alva on a bench outside the governor's office after he'd been there for several days and asked him what he was doing. Well, says Alva, I've been reading up on marijuana issues, getting ready for a meeting with our governor. But so far it hasn't gone that well. But I plan to stick with it. This is very important to me. So I asked him, you've never been all that interested in politics before. What's got you so head up to get appointed to this particular panel? And that's when Alva looked both ways to make sure no one was listening. And he motioned for me to lean in real close so he could whisper in my ear. I once served on a donut and pastry board looking into how they was being made and sold. And they handed out free samples at every meeting. So I figured if these folks are looking into the growing and distribution of marijuana, I want to be smack dab right in the middle of the meeting room when the free samples are being passed around. That's the law, Mr. Man.
Thanks, Gary. That was perfect as always.
And thanks to all of our guests tonight, and thanks to all of you for watching It's the Law. We'll be back to see you next month.